see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
Oh, yeah? How's this? Great!
Yes. Hey. Ah?
Good.
Really? What? Yes!
All right. Right.
Really?
What?
Huh?
All right.
Yes!
Over there.
Huh? Yes!
All right.
Yes!
Huh.
All right.
By the by, Shion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure. As long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Shion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
Did we really just spend that much money? Looks like we made it here in one piece.
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Dahnans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almeidrea. You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail. This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Dahnans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Dahnans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different, though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almeidrea, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almeidrea?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegis.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegis. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almeidrea did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almeidrea do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almeidrea resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Dahnans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Saar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Dahnan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
You don't look so good. You all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Dahnans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Dahnans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Dahnans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Dahnan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidrea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Dahnans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Dahnans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almeidrea, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cyslodia's Dahnans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Saar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Xion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almeidrea. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almeidrea when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Xion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Xion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almeidrea's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia. The lush green glades of Menancia. The harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its lake of death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Dahnans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Dahnans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Dahnans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shionne.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dahna. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shionne?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almeidrea. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almeidrea.
Xian, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahag Saar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Calaglia may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almeidrea plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute... That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsef when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought it was a goner.
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own. Yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Dahnan in origin.
Xian said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
First aid! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
My turn! Arch Steel!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Handle this! Air thrust! Eat this! Photon blast!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
I won't forgive you!
Armor won't save you! Dragon Force! I'm going in! We're not finished! Take this! I'm not done! It's over!
All good things come to an end.
You're finished! Take this! You're finished! I'll tear you apart!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Got it! That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
Ow! Here I come!
Gemini Aqua!
You're mine!
Eat this!
Here I come!
In here!
It's over!
Here, let me help! This one's all mine! More where that came from!
I'm not done!
Sleep now!
It's over!
Reload!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And power to me!
Here's a healing art!
Try this!
Raging
I
Air!
owe you one.
Shield!
Swallow Blade! Try this! Infernal Turret!
Now! Another ammo! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Backing down! Oh, my lord! I'm not done! You're mine! Check out your defenses! I see one, eh? It's over! The trouble is right! Talon Hurricane!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
The enemy wields this too.
We'll soon see about that!
Try this! Infernal Turret! Do mine! Dragon Swarm!
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Roll him down!
Don't get careless.
Backing down! My shield!
Hey, let's sleep now!
Swallow Blade! Hurricane Slash! We're not finished!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. Not a chance.
Reload! Let me help.
Try this. I owe you one.
Hit! Razor
You're
sight!
mine.
Do it!
Dragon
Eat
Force.
your rod! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
I'm ready for the next battle.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Now! Searing Gale! Talon Sword!
I'll be saving
Here
this
I
one!
come! Fang Blast!
Now!
You're mine!
Get toasty!
Bird Strike!
Nicely done. Little help!
Smash you! Like the ice! Dragon Swarm! I'm on it! Coming try this! We're not finished!
They really don't give up, do they? First aid! Photon Flash! Lightning Condemned! Thunder Ray! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! An astral archer?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! Severing Wind!
Now! It's over! Astral energy! Full throttle! Certainly not bad. No complaints here. Let's dispose of this trash. Anything over us, all mine! Raging Cascade! Sleep now.
I won't show you any mercy! Slash! Try this! I'm on it! You're mine! Trigger Swarm!
Bizarre! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! My turn!
Here's a healing arc!
Dragon
Raging
Sword!
Sword!
I owe you one! I'll tear you apart!
Lightning
Wind!
Reload!
Searing Gale!
Searing Flame! Back into the fray! Photon
Strike! Do as I say! Equal Blade! Try this! Explore! Take this!
First aid!
You're finished! You're mine!
Here I go! Air Thrust!
Now in the groove! Infernal Turret! On your knees! Take this! Eagle Fly! You're finished!
Lightning Condemned! I never miss!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Try this!
Here I go!
Explosive Ring! Now you're finished! Keep you wiggle! Infernal Turret! Here I come! Swarm! Infernal Turret!
Raging Cascade!
Severing Wind! Here I come! You're finished!
Do it! Get toasty!
Bird Strike!
I'm practically unstoppable.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Dragon Swarm!
Annihilation! Do it!
Pesky air.
Get toasty!
Burn Strike! Not a chance!
Here's a healing art!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Infernal Torrent!
Shut him down!
Dragon Swarm! All finish the
Here's a
win!
healing art! Wind astral energy!
Dragon
Dance in the
Swarm!
wind!
Now! I'm not done! Dragon Swarm! Strike!
Now! Lock! Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
With this, I can become even stronger! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
You got to prepare!
Heal force! Here's a healing art!
Now I'm in trouble. A showdown between blade and fist.
Now you
Don't get in my way!
stay away from my friends! Try this!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that! Do it! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
Not a chance!
A new lease on Chinese supernova! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Here's a healing art! Tempest Swirl! First
Here I
aid!
come! Eat this!
Flight! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Dragon Swarm!
Resuscitation! Guess what the
Here,
doctor
try
already
it.
helped!
This isn't looking good!
Astral energy!
Whirlwind
Radiant Pierce! This one's mine! Photon Flash! Dance in the wind! Here's a healing art!
I really owe you one.
Try this!
Take
No! Can't end here!
Raging Storm! Here, let me help! Bullseye!
I'll finish you here and now.
I'll cover you!
No further!
He's such a failure.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Here's a healing art! First aid! Thank you. Thunder Field! Recover! Thank you. I'll bring you back from death. Dance in the wind! Here's a healing art! In here! First aid! I'll be saving this one! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Chinese supernova! Resuscitation! More with that! Dance in the wind!
Not done yet!
Air drop lightning! Downfall! If you can't rely on yourself,
Don't be a martyr. You've got all your friends.
thanks. I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
A charge like
I
that
can't
could
heal
easily
you
be
forever.
fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to
Let
stop.
the marksman handle this.
Take this!
Storm!
Dragon Swarm!
Reload! I'm out of ammo. Tunnel! This one's mine.
That's it. Not done yet!
Wasn't weak.
Take this!
Annihilation!
Denied!
I'm not done!
Searing flame! Reload!
You're bruised all over. Did you even notice?
Guess I got carried away.
I'm not always going to be around to heal you, you know.
I'm all stocked up.
Here we go again!
Radiant Pierce!
Double Demon Fang! First strike!
By the power of blood!
Double Demon!
Into the shadows!
This one's all
Radiant
mine!
Pierce!
Ignite! Glimmer Dragon! Dragon Swarm!
That does it! By the power of
Eagle
blood!
Eye! Showtime!
Mega Ray! Annihilation! Wasn't weak!
Now you see what I can do.
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Excited! I'm only getting started!
You're mine! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Hey! Anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
Looks like some solid equipment.
I won't forgive you!
Engaging!
Lightning orb!
I'll punch that gun out of your hand! I see one, eh?
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be like it.
Arch field!
That's my field!
Shut him
Do
down.
it! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Hey, anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
No backing down! Bring him down! Glimmer dragon! Severing wings! Fall back!
You'll have no mercy!
Shattering fire support! Severing wings! Mission! Take this! You're finished! Luna Rondo! Dragon Shell!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the trouble is Dragon Swarm! Glimmer Dragon! It's over! Eagle Assault! Here I come!
Do it!
It's fulfilled!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Knowing when we're in too deep is necessary to survive.
We may tend to push ourselves a little too hard.
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
Brace yourselves. This one's tough. Dragon Swarm!
These ones can run rings around us!
Rising Phoenix!
Tempest! More with that!
Too fast!
Stand back! I'll trip it up.
Eat this!
I'm not done! Tornado Blade! You're fit! You're mine!
Oh! Now I'm real mad!
Wind! You're mine! Luna Rondo! You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Dragon
Here I come! It's over! Wind! You're mine!
Eat
I'll
this!
be saving this one!
You're mine! Stay away from my friends! I'm not done!
Here!
You're finished!
Seal!
Take this!
I'll be saving this one!
You're mine! Severing Wing! You're mine! Luna Rondo! Rising Phoenix! Here I come! Dragon Swarm! Slash! Infernal Turret!
I'm out of
It's
ammo.
over!
Watson!
Dragon Swarm!
Mega Ray!
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zugals the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here.
Knowing when we're in too deep is necessary to survive.
We may tend to push ourselves a little too hard.
This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Cyslodia Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute. airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for you, truly.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
It's over!
Your deal! It's over!
Denied!
More with
Can't get out of this! The enemy will unleash.
You'll soon see about that! This one's got your name on it!
To action. My turn.
No!
Can't end here.
This one's mine! And again! Lightning! Downfall! Lightning condemned! I'm out of ammo! I'm on the blade!
This should do it. Here I come. Dragon Swarm. Win. Take this. It's over. Searing Gale.
Annihilation!
Cross back, will ya?
Annihilation! I never miss! Dance in the wind! Sealed! Searing
I'm not done. Take this.
Light astral energy! Reload! Searing flare! Reload! I'm all stuck
Dragon
up!
Swarm. Cross back, will ya?
Dance in the wind! Ready to go! Air thrust!
No further!
Far enough!
Severing Wind.
Searing flare! Raging cascade! Annihilation! Sealed! Mega ray! I'll be...
Not done yet.
Mega ray!
Dragon Swarm.
Can't be swirled! More where that
You're
came from!
You won't make a fool of me. Crush.
More where that came from! Here's another! I'm out! Astral raging cascade! Annihilation! Mega ray! Annihilation! Sleep now! I'll be saving this one!
Take this.
Lightning! Downfall! Lightning orb! This one's mine! More where that came from!
Take this.
Spread by the dragon wind! Air thrust! Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more. They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
A barrier. That may indicate Almeidrea is near.
Then we've got to find a way to get through. What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almeidrea sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almeidrea's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almeidrea may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? Ugh, my head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almeidrea.
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Now you learn.
Ignite!
Shattering!
Dragon Swarm. Damn it, bitch. Stay away from my friend.
Far enough! Dance in the annihilation! Now, it's over! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Yeah.
No escape! Here I come! You're finished! Lunar Rondo!
Now!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Step back. This one's all law.
You've got spirit!
Not on my watch!
Damn it!
No shield can stand up to these things. I'll thrash you! That cricket does it!
Let the marksman handle this!
I've let you all down.
Raging cascade! In here! Protocol field! Mega ray! Annihilation! Where are you going? Magic and
You require a hand.
In here! Lightning! The water, you get the gist. Tidal wave! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! There! Go! You're back into the fray! Dance in the wind! Seal! Blah, blah, blah! Annihilation! Seal! I'll be saving this one! Cyclone! Searing flame! Earth field! Raging cascade! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar!
Knowing when we're in too deep is necessary to survive.
We may tend to push ourselves a little too hard.
I won't forgive you!
Be my guest!
It's over! Mom, get toasty!
Burn strike!
Take it!
My turn!
And again!
I'm not done!
Do it! Come on, roll! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go! Dance in the wind!
Dragon
One field!
Lunar Rondo!
Quiver dragon!
Stardust!
Eagle assault!
Here!
Take this!
Eagle getting start!
Dance in the wind!
Here I go!
Seal! I'm
Here
only
I
getting
come.
started! I'll be saving this one!
On you!
Ready to win!
Seven away! You're mine!
Whirlwind attack!
One! Here I come! Air power! Sovereign! This one's got your name on it!
Act to action!
I need to be stronger.
Careful! It has some kind of camouflage! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Not a chance!
Here!
Strike!
Eat this!
Such a failure.
Raging Cascade! Sleep! I'll be saving this one! Here! I'm out of ammo! I never miss! Sorry!
You'll pay for that! No escape!
I'm all stuffed up! Annihilation! Mega Ray! Dragon Show! Graviton Field! Eagle Assault! Mega Ray! By the power of water! Here we go again! Talon! Take Dahna! Radiant Pierce!
I can carve through armor!
Here I come!
On your
I'm only
knees!
getting started! I'm all stuffed up!
I'm on!
Damn it! Here I go! I'm only
Perfect time! Severing wings! Lunar Rocket! Dragon Swarm!
Talon Hurricane!
Eagle Fly! Dust to dust! I'm on the wall now!
You require a hand.
Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade!
Swallow Dance!
Radiant, this ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Not a
Into
chance!
the shadows!
Ignite!
Let the Martian handle
Take
this!
this!
Eat this!
I'm not
Where
done!
are you going?
I'm on it! Try this!
Talon Hurricane!
Explosive Ray!
Eagle Fly!
This can't be happening!
I'm in the
Stay away from my friends!
Talon Hurricane! Denied! Shattering of pieces! Attack time!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Talon Hurricane! I lost myself in the heat of the moment.
Double Demon Fang!
Not my finest.
I'm not done! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Double Demon Fang! This one's all mine!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Double Demon Fang!
Can't get out of this!
Not today! Double Demon Fang!
Nothing gets by me.
Denied! Damn it! They'll pay for that! Eagle Assault! Glimmer Now I'm in the groove!
Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Over? Not my finest.
I'm not done yet!
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking. The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's...
I won't forgive you!
Got you, Dad!
Lightning! I can't feel anything.
I'm not done yet!
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
Get out of this!
I'll be saving this one. Magic is
Try harder! Not again!
It's almost too strong!
Be my guest! You'll pay for that!
One more. Not in your dreams.
What the? Here I come!
Raging storm.
This one's all mine!
Here I come. Take that.
Never win! Here I come! You're finished!
Dance in the wind. Sleep now.
Locked and loaded!
More where that came from.
Not today!
Raging storm.
We're not finished!
Lightning condensed.
Prepare to be seen! Here I come! Release! Fall back! In a bind?
Tempest whirl.
Locked and
Storm
loaded!
flight.
Go to hell!
Raging storm.
Mow him down!
Dad.
I can't believe this.
Right, here goes! Now you'll learn!
Ready to go. Supernova ray. Lightning dance in the wind. In here, those flying creatures are a real pain in the butt.
Damn it, Bennett!
Go for the weak point. Hot flat.
Take this!
More where that came from. Reload. Arc field. Reload. I'm out. I'm almost there.
Far enough!
By the power of water. Let the marksman handle this. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Light astral energy. Raging cascade. Here. Feel.
We require...
Hey, this one's mine.
Rip and tear!
I've let you all down.
Take it. Gale force. More where that came from. Tempest whirl. Raging storm.
Take this!
Mom. Dad.
I can't believe this.
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
If Almeidrea's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Dahnan mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it. One last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almeidrea.
Looks like we made it here in one piece. You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
We've reached our destination. Stay sharp. We're going in.
Here, let me help. This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Nicely done.
There she is! Almeidrea!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Dahnan Rich.
Almeidrea.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in the ends. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almeidrea.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Mesmold! Enjoy your meal! Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
You're mine!
In here!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
I'm out! I'm all stuffed up! Lightning orb!
Know your
More
fate.
reaction! Here! Here's a healing orb!
I've let you one down.
You pay for that!
I'll bring you back from Lightning orb! Photon
Please! You're finished!
Right.
They'll pay for
Lightning head!
Right.
Here, let me help
Take
in the
this.
wind! First
It's
aid.
over! First strike!
Light astral energy! Radiant here! I'm out of arrows! Here's a healing art! Lightning control! Thunder blade! I'm all
Solar
out.
blade! Try this! Infernal current! Burn!
Here, let me help!
Dragon Swarm! Wind! I'll tear you apart!
Not in your dreams!
Damn you!
Take this! I'm on it!
Lightning
It's
orb!
over!
Powered
Start up!
hurricane!
Rising Phoenix!
Raging cascade!
I'll tear you apart!
Here!
There! I owe you one!
Far enough!
No further! Dragon Count!
Gale force!
Dragon War!
Dance in the wind! Here, let me help! Air thrust!
Glimmer Flash! Phoenix Gale!
Light astral energy! Lightning control! I'm only getting started!
Dragon Count!
I never fit over you!
I'll smash you!
my friend!
That's a bit.
Severing wind!
I can handle it. Resuscitation! Lightning condensed! Burn up!
In a bind?
Not done yet! Annihilation!
Not today! Try harder! Not again! You're Dragon Swarm!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
Damn it! If only I'd been more careful.
Dragon Swarm! Severing wind! Searing gale!
This one's mine!
No more place.
Here's a healing arm!
Right, hey?
No more playing nice! Searing flame!
I can carve through armor.
Reload!
Eat this!
I'll bring you back
I'll
from
end
death.
you.
Take this!
In a bind? Be gone! Roller dance!
Denied!
There's still got some fight left in me.
This one's all mine! Double Demon Fang!
Roll away!
Here's a one left!
I really owe you.
Double Demon Fang!
Know your place.
Here's a healing arm!
Try harder!
Rip and tear!
Eat dirt! Dragon Swarm!
Deal now!
Here's a healing arm! Not on my watch! Thank you.
Dragon Swarm!
Eat this! Stop!
Try harder!
Annihilation! Mega ray! Here's a healing arm!
Here you are!
In a bind? Glimmer dragon! Eagle assault! I'm just getting started!
It's over!
Try and run!
Raging cascade! Here's a healing arm! Here! First aid! More for the stockpile! Where are you going?
Right!
Lightning
This
orb!
one's all mine!
More where that came from!
Burn!
Raging cascade! Here, let me help!
Here I come! I owe you one!
I'll
Dragon
bring you back
Swarm!
from death to bit. I'm still ready! Here's a healing arm! Searing flame! Reload! Outside aiming for it!
Double Demon Fang!
Now we're up! I'm out! More for the stockpile! First aid!
I really owe you one.
Nothing gets by me! Razor circulation!
Dragon Swarm!
Let me help!
Do it! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
With the wind!
Slave!
Feel!
Dragon Swarm!
Target down! Annihilation!
They're attacking separately!
I can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on her. And take out the monster first.
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that!
Yeah, take it away!
Burn in hell!
That's spot.
Take this!
Bring you back from death to bit!
I'm on it! Try this!
No! Here's a healing arm!
Can't end here!
Where are you going?
There!
Eagle assault!
Here, let me help!
Take this!
Denied!
Can't get out of this!
A new leaf on life! Can't be happy! Here's a healing arm!
Take this!
First aid! I'll bring you back from death to bit! Huh. I'll bring you back from death to
will suffer!
Here, let me help! First aid! Lightning! Downfall!
Behold
Here's a
my
healing
true
arm!
power!
That looks bad.
Wits about you, people!
Raging storm!
Nothing gets by me!
By the power of water!
Ready and rare!
Mega ray! I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! You don't scare me! Here, let me help!
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now!
Explosive ring!
I can carve through armor!
Here, let me help!
Dragon
Swarm! Burn! Can't get out of this! Now I'm in the groove! You're finished!
I never miss!
Dragon Swarm!
Lightning
Turn to
Anything in armor is all mine!
Here's a healing art!
I can carve through armor!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitate! Here's a healing art! I'm ready! This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm! Take this! I'm on it!
Here, let me help!
Severing Wind! Storm! Feeling Gale!
I'm only getting
You're mine! Try this!
I still got some fight left in me! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation!
Double Demon Fang! This one's all mine!
Supernova! Drops in pain!
You
will
survive! Double Demon Fang!
leave the chargers to me.
Gale Force! Photon Blast! Here!
My true power.
Her masterful! Not while I'm around, she isn't! Gale Force! Here's a healing art!
Blow away! Try this! Explosive Ring!
Raging Storm!
Eat this!
Severing Wind!
Tunnel!
The winds of judgment blow your way. Fall before impending calamity.
Eat this!
Chaotic disaster.
Here's a healing art!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, they're mine!
You will suffer.
It's too much! Prepare to be sealed!
Behold
Take this!
my true
I owe you one! I owe you one! Double Demon Fang!
I'm ready. The winds of judgment blow your way. Fall before impending calamity. Forward up. Chaotic disaster.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation! New leaf on life!
Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! I really owe you one! Double Demon Fang! Crumble!
My true
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
We're not done! Stardust!
I still got some fight left. I never miss!
Talon Hurricane! Not today!
Here's a healing
I'll
art!
finish you here now!
Radiant!
Get out of this!
The winds of judgment blow your way. Fall before impending calamity. Chaotic disaster.
Double Demon Fang! I can carve through armor! Not my fight! Double Demon Fang!
Raging Storm!
Double Demon Fang!
Far enough! Lightning Orb!
Behold my true power.
Struck!
Gale Force! Confiscated!
The winds of judgment blow your way. Fall
Dance
before
in the wind.
impending calamity. Chaotic disaster.
It's time! In a bind? It's on!
You will suffer. Behold my true power!
Shut up! Not today! You're mine!
Leave the chargers to me!
Lunar Rondo! Hurricane Thrust!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster! Forward up! You will suffer!
The earth throbs in pain.
No further! Here I come! You're finished!
Behold
You're
my
mine!
true power!
Stardust! Lunar Rondo! Tear! Hurricane Thrust! Searing Gale!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster! You will suffer! I can handle it! Behold my
Take this!
true power!
It's over! Stardust! This one's all mine! Lunar
I'll
Rondo!
end you! Astral energy! Full throttle! You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Dahnan, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Dahnan or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again. Oh, Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganath Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more. come and find me. If you truly are the Sovereign.
After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back. I just wanted to go back. To Dahna. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
for me?
No. Aori. No!
Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking.